What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy,
Just LaFleur.
It's him.
It's me, man, and welcome to the LaFleur Lounge. Now, it seems like popular YouTuber, popular blogger, Trap Lord Ross has been catching a lot of backlash, and he actually had a video that he recently posted up on Friday, removed because of King Von's family. More so, King Von's cousin Balo got it removed. And Trap Lord Ross, he dropped a actual documentary. It was 3 hours and 41 minutes long. It was called King Von, hip hop's first serial killer. Now, if you ask me, I completely agree. I've been calling King Von a serial killer since the day he died, because I actually didn't really. I listened to King Von before he died, but mostly after he died, I learned about everything he was up to. And I felt like, bruh, these are all the traits of a serial killer. Now, we're going to get into that in a minute, but the problem is when you're white and you're in the hip hop community, we going to call you all types of culture vultures. We going to call you all types of, you're a guest in hip hop. You're not this, you're not that. I'm going to be honest with you, man. You're not going to find anybody on YouTube, and I promise this, besides probably one or two pages that are giving a detailed, descriptive, just documentary on King Von's life, because there's a lot of them out there. And this ain't the first one. This is how you know that. This is how I know that he did a good ass job, because I didn't see Balo killing other people's videos online. And it just goes to show, like, I'm confused as to why Balo is running the whole actual, estate of King Von. Because I sure never heard King Von talking about Balo. And I'm not saying that's not his cousin. Obviously, that's his cousin and shit. But we got to be honest. Was Balo doing interviews while King Von was alive? Was King Von shouting him out in the music? So stop acting like you ain't trying to clout up off of King Von as well. So we just got to keep it honest. We got to keep this honest now. You want to defend your cousin, I get it. But that's the thing when it comes to like family, especially black families. Your cousin could be shooting up the block down the street. And instead of us taking accountability for our cousin and saying like, man, this nigga need to get locked up, or this nigga's bad, like this nigga's not a good person, we gonna sit there and defend it. We gonna make excuses. We gonna do all of that. King Von was a demon. And King Von wanted it to be known that he was a demon. Now, this particular part right here, all the blogs started covering this after Trap Lord Ross put this image up in part of his documentary, which has been further taken down right now. Now, he's saying he's working to get it back up. I'm sure he will. Usually that happens on his documentaries. They get taken down. He got to fix it. But the whole purpose of the documentary was basically displaying King Von's serial killer-like traits. And this right here was showing all the murders he either did or was involved in, right? Now, some would say King Von, he's not a serial killer because he was only killing other killers. Now, nobody said that you have to. Well, actually, when you think about it, serial killers have a type. And his type is to kill other ops, right? And it ain't just as simple as just like, I'm killing ops, because that is a product of your environment. Like, I feel like these niggas would kill me, so I'm gonna kill them first, right? But in all honesty, it's a little bit more detailed than that. Like Malcolm Stuckey, allegedly, he was a guy who just witnessed him shooting other people. He was home from college, right? And King Von killed him because he don't leave witnesses. Right? College basketball player. Now, some people say he banged, some say he didn't shit. D Rose banged. D Rose was GD. But we'll continue to move on and we'll get there. Now, this is Balo. Balo, man, video taken down. Like I said, any other bloggers want to defame his character. When other rappers rap about crime, they raw or the GOAT. But when he do it, he a serial killer. Y'all sick. See, Balo, this is what I'm talking about right here. Balo, stop playing. First of all, King Von wanted to be known as a killer. Why are you going against your cousin's wishes? King Von was not a normal nigga. He was insatiated with death and violence. He had all the traits of a serial killer. We about to break down this, but stop acting like King Von was just rapping. King Von, they looked up his tweets from 10 years before. 8 years before. And they were saying, no, this nigga is a real demon. He didn't even think, let me delete this page and start a new one. He wanted y'all to see this shit. He loved this type of activity. Why are you the only one acting like you don't know what's going on? Let's check out the signs of a fucking serial killer. Lack of empathy. That's King Von. Laughing at the ops all the time. When niggas that he killed, when he would kill them, he would get online and be like, hey, it's sad Lil Mark died today, man. What happened? Being sarcastic, no empathy, lack of remorse, that go hand in hand. There was no remorse in his way. He didn't feel sorry for what he did. Y'all say product of your environment. I think that 2 and 2 can go together. King Von, his environment opened the door for him to kill. But once he got a taste of killing, he loved it. Lack of remorse. He had no remorse. Impulsivity. Let's see what they talking about with impulsivity, right? This one is both a yes and a no, but it's present in enough serial killers to warrant a place on the list. Many killers over the years have said, I wanted to stop, but I couldn't. I actually seen on Trap Lord Ross's documentary where he's talking like that. It's like it's an addiction. It's like he can't. It's impulsive. When it's time to get active, it's time to get active. His friends. You never said nothing to his friends, Balo. When his friends is online saying, listen, man, Von is up at 7 in the morning acting like a school student ready to go kill. He's dedicated to this shit. His impulsiveness is crazy. Man, come on, man. Let's stop playing. Grandiosity. Most serial killers love to boast of their accomplishments. That's true. Most killers have a calling card, right? So like when we think about the movie Shot Us, right? Mad Max, he would take the fucking blood off of the people he killed and write the number on the wall, right? What King Von loved to do, he loved to get online in his music, in his interviews, and leave nuggets and clues and basically do everything except say, hey, I killed Jakira Barnes. I killed Lil Mark. I killed Malcolm Stuckey. I killed these people. Modell. He was putting these clues and little nuggets and calling cards like most serial killers do. He was leaving that in the music, the interviews, everywhere that he could, on his lives, talking about he got the most bodies. Come on, bruh. This isn't just like a situation where it's like he's making shit up in his music, right? Like me, I would personally say, like, I don't think 21 Savage is a serial killer, right? But he says things, and he said before, like, yo, I exaggerate things, right? I kind of believe him. I don't believe that King Von was that type of nigga. Narcissism. It says grandiosity also goes hand in hand with their inflated self-perception or narcissism. Most serial killers are obsessed with how they're perceived by the press, police, and the general public. Exactly. King Von, when he was killing people, listen, King Von, he had a struggle within. You could tell people would be in his ear like, hey man, stop talking about all the bodies that you got, this, that, and the third. And it's showing in the documentary. He'll be in there saying, hey, look, I didn't really do this, man. Don't listen to these bloggers, man. They just be lying. But then he'll come back and say, I got 10 bodies. Or like, I killed this person, or this, that, and the third. Talking about bodies, I got a few. 4 plus 3, 3 plus 2. I'm King Von, nigga, who is you? It's like he struggled trying to just be a normal businessman. He couldn't do it. Superficial charm. This was probably his biggest trait. This is why there are people right now still trying to argue that King Von wasn't a serial killer. Because like most serial killers, they're smart, they're intelligent, they know how to manipulate, and they're charming. King Von was a ladies' man. King Von, his persona made the niggas want to be like him. Look at how his friends speak highly of him in a street sense. Man, Von never gave an apple pass. Man, Von never did this. Von never did that. He's telling y'all, it was the charm. Soft-spoken. You be like, how can a man like this man do all of that? Come on, man. Manipulation. This same charm is just another manipulation tactic for the serial killer. Once they've gained the victim's trust. Okay, so it don't go exactly hand in hand as far as like the older serial killers they're talking about. But we don't think Von manipulated people. We hearing stories about how people were set up or how he could manipulate younger people in O Block and get them to kill. He was an OG to niggas like Muwap and all of those niggas. Addictive personality. He was addicted to killing. Why do I say he was addicted? Because even once he made it, this is how you know it's not just a product of your environment. Once he made it out of the hood and he moved to Atlanta, he had bought his mom a house in the suburbs. He did all types of shit, right? He had money. He couldn't leave the killing alone. Now, he was smart enough to know, well, maybe. He was smart enough to know, hey, I just can't pull out a gun and shoot niggas, but guess what I can do? I could put 100,000 on FBG Duck Head. I could put this much on 10,000 on Can't Get Right Head. Yeah, I watched the documentary. That's what he was doing. Addictive. He talked about, he harassed K.I. He was addicted to harassing her for years before he got her. Manipulation we talked about. Lil Durk probably would have never shot out the window and shot somebody if it wasn't for King Von. Let's be honest. Now this one, we gonna skip. I don't think this has nothing to do with him. This is just saying like how a lot of serial killers start off like killing animals or smaller things. That wasn't King Von shit. King Von was just out here, like once he caught his first body, he, you know, some people, like not everything pertains to everybody. Lust of power, he definitely had that. He wanted to be the biggest boss, the biggest O Block, the biggest killer in Chiraq, the biggest known killer in Chiraq. That's what he wanted to be. Sensation seeking. Do I need to explain that? Clearly, there's a sensation that he gets from having somebody killed or killing somebody or fighting somebody. Sensation seeking is the act of engaging in reckless and dangerous activities just to feel something. He was not just a normal killer. He was not just a regular person. So that's why I don't respect what Belo is saying. And see, this is the problem. People are mad at Trap Lord Ross. Why? It was already 175,000 documentaries online before he ever even made his documentary on King Von. Just mad because he was the best at it. Belo, you worried about who talking about your cousin? What about the people your cousin killed? King Von mama ain't never came out and said a word. Your son was out here terrorizing the neighborhoods, killing people. Never heard her say, hey, you know, my son did this, but I'm watching BTB Savage mom say, you know, I'm sorry that my son had something to do with somebody else's murder, but you know, he was defending himself, and at the end of the day, we both lost somebody. Like, she actually takes accountability. The fans, they don't take accountability. They like crashing out shit. They like entertaining and trolling when King Von saying all the dead names in his interviews. King Von was a demon. Talented, smart, intelligent. Made great music. Till this day, I still spin this shit sometimes. I used to play it on the regular. But then I realized, like, man, this is just real bad energy sometimes. So every now and again, I have a couple days where I might play his stuff, but it is what it is. Y'all let me know down below. Do y'all think that King Von, do we think that his family is a little bit in denial? Do y'all think that Trap Lord Ross is a culture vulture? If y'all do, let me know down below. We'll have a discussion. And y'all can tell me what y'all think. But until then, I appreciate y'all on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep me in the algorithm. It's free to show love. They say you got to go across somebody's page 3 times before you subscribe. Why do all that, y'all? Just hit the subscribe button now. Just hit it now. Y'all gonna see me again. And we out, baby. It's your boy.
Just LaFlair.
It's him.
Boom.
Subscribe to Daddy channel.